So let's dive in. Sorry, let's dive in into the questions. Okay, so first question for you. So, Marianne, you have experienced so many life chapters. So, from immigrating to Canada on your own, to restarting in the US, and to becoming a career woman and mom. So, what part of your journey led you to realize it was time to reconnect with your own dreams again?
So it is not it's not an easy one to be able to reconnect, especially when you've already been accustomed, like your mindset has already been set that you will just work until, and then especially if you love your what you're doing. So what made me before, so you mentioned that I've migrated first to Canada. That's actually where I had my child. So but then my husband prefer that we stay in the US. But and in the US he actually wants me, he prefers that I stay at home. And everyone, like it's almost like a dream of most moms to just be able to be there, stay at home and take care of the family. And back then the business, he's working on the real estate. That was the time where the real estate was at the peak and then went downhill. It's that financial depression, you would say. I was not working back then, and we have experienced a lot of struggles, and I was not working. I was used to being to having my own money because I was used to having a career, but at that time I have to rely. And that was actually that was the first time that I said I wanted to reconnect with what I am, which is a career woman. That was the initial one. So I went back to the workforce and then continued on working and working. And I like it until, and then there was an occasion wherein, okay, the company has to lay off. And, like that occasion, that situation is nerve wracking because every week they call people that giving that pink slip, and every week you're scared or worried whether you'll be included in that. So that was the time that I was still okay. I need to make a change. I need to make a move. But because my mindset is still on that employee mindset, I look for another job. I look for another employment. And when I was looking for employment, there's this salary range from low to high. It's low to high, and it would be great if you will get that high. But still, that tells me that there's a cap. There's only a maximum one that you can receive. And you'll just have to settle for it. Whatever they give you, if it's good, then you sign the offer paper, accept it. But that already tells me that the market, the surrounding, the company is what will give you your value. So even if you know you're valued more, if they there's just a cap. Market has a cap. It's just something that we just have to accept on. But that's the one when I was working and working and working, the part that really tells me, it's almost like an awakening moment, is when I logged into my 401k. When I log into my 401k, it tells me, hey, Marianne, with the amount of contribution that you are giving and the amount of time you still have to work, you need to be more aggressive. So there is a fine line there. That is a fine print of you're not ready to retire. So if I just rely on my own employment, I will never be able to retire. And that was the awakening moment for me to say, okay, I need to make a change. And that's when I reconnected with my dreams. And my dream does not include working until I am old, when I couldn't walk anymore. That's not included in my dream. My dream is to be able to retire and continue and with my health and be able to enjoy life. So that's my sorry if I answered it long. Oh, I can't hear you.
Yes, no, no, it was good. It was good your what you share, and it touched a lot of different things. Um, Let me just before I ask you the other question. Okay, can I ask you something? It's not on the next questions
Oh,
because now I got like intrigued, but with your trajectory, so once you figured out about your dreams, how did you find out about the business? I'm just
I
curious.
I'm actually oh, by the way, when I was working as a database administrator, I actually I participate on an on-call rotation. So I actually didn't think that business is my thing, that I can do a business because, or even let alone another job, because of having participating on-call rotation. I sometimes I'm sleeping and I get a call, and if that's the case, how can I even get another job? So it's very strict. So however, how did I how did I see the business? I actually saw it. I was actually inspired by my sister. My sister is a nurse. She has two jobs. She has three kids, and I only have one. And my parents lives with her. So, and then she started this business, the digital business journey first. So when I saw her, and then she's happy, I kind of like got intrigued with what she's doing, and I wanted to check it out. And that's when I logged in and then get to the registered myself, my name and email to the website. I attended the workshop, and that's when I see, hey, this is something that I can do because it's very, very flexible. So that's actually what made me step in and start this digital business journey.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you for sharing that. Now, one more thing that you mentioned there, the on-call rotation. So that was your last job, but your job was
Up
on
until
call.
now.
That's what it means, right? Right?
Yeah. Up until now,
Up to
I
okay.
still.
Okay. So yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is a great business for opportunity for that because it adapts to your schedule. So it's amazing. Okay, so
Mhm.
thank you for sharing that. So I'm just gonna go over what you mentioned. So um yeah, so no one, expects to be laid off, and that's the thing. Like we believe, that our jobs are going to be there forever. But unfortunately that's not the case. And like you mentioned, it was like nerve wracking every time that they have a list of people that they were going to laid off, knowing that you might be one of them on that list. So that was a scary moment for you, and then you decided to find another job, not to wait for that moment. But like you mentioned, that made you at the same time, check that you didn't have enough. Well, once you check, you realize that the on your 401k, that you didn't have enough money to be retired. And that's the other thing, we think that we might have good enough money when we retire, but that's not the case because things keep going, high in prices, because of the inflation. But unfortunately, like you mentioned, there is a market cap for salaries.
Mhm.
So they are not keeping up with inflation, so if we continue working, by the time we retire, like you mentioned, one, are we going to be having a good health to be really enjoyed? We don't know. Two, is it gonna be enough money? Probably not. That's I see a lot of people, when I go to the United States, that they're older and they're still working, and that's one of the reasons because they don't have enough money to be able to afford, because it's too expensive. So the other thing that you mentioned is you reconnected with your dreams at that time, being able to retire early, with good health, being able to be financially stable, so not to worry about the money, um, and you like I asked you because I was curious, like how did you find out this opportunity? And then you mentioned that it was because of your sister. So she made you curious, she had more on her plate than you, and then she was very happy. And and that's when you reconnected with her and asked her, okay, what is it that you're doing? So you find out, and that's how you find out this opportunity, which adapt to your schedule, because you were saying that this job that you have right now, it's kind of like on call and on rotation. So really, if you were going to find something else, you wouldn't have that flexibility because you never know when they're gonna call you. So you really cannot find something else. So and you're gonna still be on the same thing, like depending of another job. So yeah, so it's good that you're taking uh, initiative, to be able to retire early with the help of this online business. And same as me, um, I was working in the movie industry. That was my dream job. I've been doing it for 25 years now, more, but I decided since 2023 not to go back. That was my choice. I mean, I still belong to the union because I want to focus on the business. But um, what I want to say is that you get to a point in life where you want more, you know.
Yeah.
You want to be able to retire early, just same as you, you want to be able to enjoy life. I'm pretty sure you love to travel too. Uh,
Oh yes.
yes. So same here. I love to travel. I have aging parents, and like I want to be able to spend time. So that's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm working from home, but I'm with my parents. And they're right now they're independent, but eventually, I will have to take care of them. And with my working hours, that will be impossible. And the other thing that made me like I knew, like I found in 2018, like this digital nomad life. So I say I wanted that
Uh-huh.
kind of lifestyle, but I didn't know how to do it. So I kept working, same as you. 5 years has passed, and then in 2023, I'm pretty sure you are aware because you used to live in the U.S. So the U.S. film industry, they went into a strike, and that was a long period for the strike. So because Vancouver works with the U.S. film industry, we got affected by that strike. So
Mhm.
for the rest of the year, which was our busy season in summertime, we didn't work that year. So I think it started back in May when the strike started. So by July, the rumors were that the strike was going to last until the following year by like in February, something like that.
Mhm.
So I gotta find something because
Yeah.
um, I cannot continue like this. Like something like this, of course, not as much. It was different. Back in 2004, all the productions from the U.S. were moved to that were here in Canada. They were moved to the U.S. That's when Arnold Schwarzenegger because became the major in California. So he brought
Yeah.
all the movies back. So we got affected by that because there were a lot of people in that dependent of the movie industry, and the job that we had here was not enough for everybody because we are 80% is more US productions than Canadian. It's not like Toronto, which is 80% more Canadian than US,
Hmm.
or we are the opposite. So we got affected by that, but at that time I was young and I didn't pay attention. I said, okay, I'm gonna find another job in the meantime. But now I'm older, I'm wiser, and I have a
Uh-huh.
better I know what I want in life. So I didn't want to continue working 12 hours a day, dealing with commute, every day, and working until 67 years old. I didn't see myself that kind of lifestyle. So,
Hmm.
and missing family time because, when you work those hours, you are missing family time. It's like, I don't have fixed hours. Like sometimes, we will working during the day, sometimes we'll work on during the night or overnight, because of the movie, how they're shooting, like if it is night or day.
Yeah.
So so same as you, that made me to look into it. I didn't have anybody like you. You had your sister, so I watched it was an ad. So this ad came in, and then that's how I found out about the business. And when I saw that, it was like check all the boxes that I was looking
Hmm.
back in 2018. I was looking for an opportunity like this, and I found it. So that's how so we are similar to in a different way, but similar to
Yes.
to what
Hmm.
we want in life. So
Yes.
thank you for sharing that. Oh, we do have a comment here from Rosel Torres. She say hello, watching from California. Thank you for
Hello,
watching.
Russ.